Hey y'all, welcome to Twin Oaks Farm in rural Southeast Ohio, USA. And just wanted to check in with you, kind of having a Saturday morning session with a couple of questions that I wanted to run by y'all and get your opinions, get your feedback, and we'll also take a quick look at our egg production hens. So I had a couple questions, and if anybody is willing to offer any feedback and any ideas for our whole community, I thought it would be interesting to share. What's y'all's thoughts on if you are a homesteader, have a homestead, or if you are running a small farm type operation, do you focus in on one thing, or do you believe in kind of trying to have some diversification with different streams of income from the things you produce on your homestead or in your small farm operation? And also, I guess kind of a little bit more in depth on that. If you are a homesteader, have a homestead, do you even worry about production of anything to offer for profitability beyond your homestead, or is it all 100% focused on what you produce on the homestead to sustain the home place and the homestead? So I just wondered about those things. With us here, we do specialize in poultry production, so meat chickens here at our small home place, and that's really because we already have ties and activity in agriculture with raising livestock and raising crops. But I wanted really something that I could do right at our home place, that I could be really individually and directly hands-on with. So with larger livestock like hogs and cattle, and with the crop farming, that's all kind of on a bigger scale, and we needed something on a smaller scale as far as the animal itself, and a smaller scale as far as how much space and area and ground it would require, as well as a smaller scale of like the overhead investment to start it up and to operate it. So that's why we chose poultry from meat chickens as an operation, small farm operation, to do right here at our home place. And we do, so there's a little bit of diversification because we do have the egg production flock of hens, and that kind of is a great companion product, to go with poultry. And it also sort of widens the circle of folks that we might be able to offer egg subscriptions to, and then introduce to our poultry. So the two things kind of go together. And then we do want to kind of diversify income streams. One thing that we already do, we enjoy dogs, pet dogs, hunting dogs. Our sons have some interaction experience with rabbit hunting type dogs. And so one thing that we already offer is a pet check service. So like a dog walking and pet check service for people who are just gone for an extended day, from home, and would value and take comfort in somebody checking on their pets. So we do that, but we'd like to expand that to actually like pet boarding on site, and and see where that goes. Our youngest son at one time talked about looking into raising meat rabbits. So, we've looked into that. That could be a diversification. And then even with like the poultry, one of the products that we get from the meat chickens is chicken feet. And so those chicken feet can pretty easily be turned into a dehydrated chicken foot that makes an excellent dog treat, dog supplement, dog chew. So we kind of dabble in that, and then we also try to collaborate with some local businesses where we are in Southeast Ohio, USA, to offer some farm merch, just to kind of promote our farm. So those are kind of some of the things that we're thinking. But what are your thoughts? And if you're actively homesteading, actively small farm operation, are you pursuing different things, or is it more to your liking to focus in on one area of expertise? One thing that I'm looking ahead to for next year, I would like to try to begin some flower farming. So I dabbled in that very minimally this year, but just to try to see, if we could put that into operation. So we'll see where that goes. But give us your thoughts on that. We will take a quick look at the egg production hens this morning, just check in with them. I've actually checked eggs this morning and got several eggs out of there, and fed the hens and watered the hens, but we'll still go take a look. Here's actually some, well, there's some eggs that we just collected, and some flowers that we raised this year. So the sedum, this is sedum, and I raise it right up here close to the house. And then these are some beautiful zinnias that they actually were crowded in the bedding that we planted them in. So I think they would have actually got a little fuller if they had not been quite as crowded. But at any rate, so something maybe next year. And there's Dan. He's my loyal lab. He's a good guy. When Dan was 6 months old, he actually had a broken leg he jumped on a trailer and jumped flatbed trailer and jumped back off of it super quick. And one of his front legs actually got hung in the side rail of a flatbed trailer. And it broke it. It snapped it. So the other doggy you hear is our Beagle Chester, and he's a good boy too. Going to be getting him out, but his brain is in his nose, so he cannot be just out loose with us. And we had hopes for him as a rabbit dog because I'm having technical difficulty with my gate here. But anyway, we had hopes for Chester as a rabbit dog, but it turns out his comeback reflex doesn't work real good. So we have to be pretty mindful of keeping him home. But this is our egg production hens, and they actually didn't have this front pen here that they have now until this summer. But we added most of these hens into this pen this summer, so we had to give them a little more room. We'll actually take a look out of a window in the back to show you the other little part of their run. But that lavender Orpington there, center of the frame, she's the oldest hen in here. She's probably about 4. She's probably one of my favorites. This is a black Orpington going outside. She's a beauty. She's a beauty too. So black Orpington, there's the, we believe, white leghorn. If you know different, please tell me. I'm going to show you a couple things in the nesting boxes there in a moment too. Well, I should have shown you that one while I had the chance. But this little gray hen, I think maybe she has some coaching in her, but she has clean legs, no feathering there. She's been sitting in this box where this white leghorn is, and now she was trying to go in a box where another black hen was, and she's kind of broody right there. She's trying to just camp out in a nest box. Want to take a look at this hen. Hey, if anybody knows what kind of hen this is, please enlighten me and educate me. I don't know what kind of hen this is. It is black and resembles like a black Australorp, but this chicken, and there's a second one just like her, they have black combs, black beaks, black combs, black wattles, black legs. So I don't know what breed she is. So then see, she went and camped back out in it. They're all congregating over there. Let's peek out this window. So this is, oh girls, good night of living. So this is part of their outdoor pen. You know, they've got the dirt totally bare. I'd like to shift their outdoor quarters if we could. It's always an ongoing project, keeping your chickens, you know, on grass or fresh ground, because they tear it up. They uproot it and tear it up pretty quickly. So that is what's going on here. These two hens are broody, and the hen back in the corner is broody. And you can see what's going on here is this hen closer to us, she wants in that corner probably to lay an egg, but that hen that's already back there, she may have even already laid an egg, because I've moved her out of the corner there already once this morning, and I collected 3 eggs there. And she's back in that corner. And this hen probably wants to go back there and lay an egg, and she can't get in there. And so that's really the biggest problem that we have at Twin Oaks Farm with broody hens, is that they just kind of take up residence in one nest box or one place, and they don't want to move. They want to camp out there. So then if other hens want to lay eggs there, it kind of disrupts the system, kind of upsets the apple cart. So there's one of our leghorns going to go in. But we're going to wrap this one up. We appreciate y'all joining us at Twin Oaks Farm Poultry. Please join us again. If you want to put some feedback in the comments on those questions I had, see this hen once in there. And that little gray hen is already kind of camped out in there. But naturally, the white hen could choose another box as well. But that's just the way it goes. So anyway, we pray for y'all, and we'll see you back here at Twin Oaks Farm on Monday.